Hi, my name is Josh Dunham. This is for Communications 100 at Grand Canyon University. When it comes to social comparison, the reference groups that I think affect my life the most are athletes, which I would define myself as, and my family as well. I say this because throughout my entire life I've always played sports, whether it be through youth sports, high school, even now in college I play club golf here, and I would say that that reference group is what holds me down the most. I play intramural sports, I play club sports here, and it's a big portion of who I am, and through those interactions it affects how I communicate, as well as my family would also be someone who affects my communication, because if not for them, I wouldn't know how to communicate and what was the correct ways to communicate. I would say this because my mom has always been a big influence on my life. Without her explaining to me how to treat people and how I should talk to people, I don't know that I would have the same culture that I do now, the same effects of my gender that I do now. She helped me understand that men should respect women, so to speak, and that I should be someone who doesn't talk down to other people as well. Stuff like that affects my culture and my beliefs on how I should interact and communicate with other people. Life experiences that I've gone through and stuff like that to affect my self-concept and how I believe how myself and how I should be responsible for myself. I would say that things that have affected me have been like losing loved ones and stuff like that. It really might take you down a notch, but at the same time, you definitely learn the better ways to be responsible for yourself and be responsible for your own actions, and how your actions and the way you communicate with others can affect them, and it can affect them in a negative way or it can affect them in a positive way. But you would like to be the positive force in their lives and not the negative one. Going off of that, relationships can affect that in a big way. Fighting and anger and things like that can definitely affect how you communicate and how you perceive others. You can think of them in a negative way, but that's only going to bring yourself down with them. You want to try and be stronger. And to me, it's all about, if I'm uplifting and I'm bringing other people's self-esteem up, then at the same time, hopefully they will do the same thing back to me. I think that makes for a more responsible person, because responsibility can be a lot of things, but if you're responsible for your own life and you're responsible for others' lives at the same time, you take that into account. You don't want to drag your own self-esteem down, and you don't want to drag theirs down either, because doing that will affect them in a negative way, and it could affect you in a negative way. I think that's a big issue for me, and I've always wanted to be a responsible person that uplifts others and does well for others. Thank you for listening to this.